Messages from Shaltazar, the bridge between worlds, ancient wisdom for the modern heart. Greetings, dear ones. We are Shaltazar, the Gavish Baninu, the energy of 33, the Master Teacher, and the energy of 44, the Master Healer. We come to speak of the connection between what has been and what is to come. Humanity stands at a turning point where the pace of change has become so swift that many have forgotten to look back with reverence. In the rush towards progress, the treasures of the past are often dismissed as relics, and the voices of the ancients fade beneath the hum of technology. Yet, we tell you, wisdom does not grow old. Truth does not expire. The essence of what once guided humanity still lives within the collective heart. The past and the future are not separate directions. They are reflections of one another in the mirror of the present. Time is not a line stretching endlessly forward. It is a circle, an ever-turning wheel of remembrance and renewal. When you honor the wisdom of what has been, you bring balance to what is becoming. When you disregard the past entirely, you sever the roots that feed your unfolding future. The challenge of your modern world is not the rise of technology, but the loss of depth. You have gained instant communication, but lost the intimacy of true connection. You can send words across the planet in a moment, yet often forget to speak heart to heart. The handwritten letter once carried a piece of the sender's soul. Now, messages flash across screens and vanish into the ether. Progress, though wondrous, must not replace presence. The new does not need to erase the old. It is meant to evolve from it. Beloved ones, the sacred teachings of the ancients were never meant to bind you to the past, but to guide you through every age. Their wisdom is not obsolete. It is foundational. It teaches patience, reverence, and rhythm. It reminds you that growth comes through cycles, not shortcuts. As you embrace the innovations of this modern era, remember to carry forward the stillness, ceremony, and connection that once kept humanity aligned with the earth and the divine. There are those among you who feel called to keep this balance alive, to weave together the threads of old and new, remembering that every advancement should deepen compassion, not distance it. These ones are not here to preserve history for nostalgic's sake, but to remind you that truth must evolve without losing its roots. The art of balance is sacred work. Honor it. To all who are willing to listen, do not dismiss the ancient because it feels unfamiliar or outdated, nor reject the modern because it moves quickly. Each holds a gift. Let the wisdom of both meet within you. Let your mind welcome innovation, and let your heart remember its lineage. For in the union of progress and remembrance, humanity finds wholeness. Pause for a moment, beloved ones, and reflect. In your own life, where have you traded depth for speed, or connection for convenience? What forgotten practice might wish to return, not as imitation, but as evolution? The old ways still breathe beneath your modern life. The ancient art of stillness lives in mindfulness and meditation. The sacred rituals of gratitude now reappear in journaling and daily reflection. The power of story, once spoken around the fire, now moves through your shared digital voices. Even the ancient reverence for the earth calls to you through the longing for simplicity, sustainability, and balance. Yet there is more. The wisdom of the past does not only seek repetition, it seeks rebirth and evolution. From the memory of ancient harmony may arise technologies that heal rather than harm, communities built upon cooperation rather than competition, and systems guided by compassion instead of control. The medicine circles of old may become networks of global healing. The chants of the temples may evolve into resonant sound frequencies that restore the body and mind. You stand at the threshold of unimaginable creation when you weave remembrance with innovation. Ask yourself, what part of humanity's wisdom calls to be remembered through you? How can you bring forth what was sacred into a form never before seen? When you hold the past and future together in your heart, you become the artist of new possibility, the living bridge through which the unseen becomes real. Beloved ones, look upon your world and see that every invention still echoes something eternal. The heartbeat of the drum lives in your digital pulse. The sacred fire of the ancestors burn now as the light of your screens. What changes form does not lose its essence. The question is not whether you should keep the old or embrace the new, but whether you can live as the bridge between them, honoring both as expressions of the same divine creativity. When you pause before acting, when you choose reverence before reaction, and when you remember to reflect upon what has come before, you become that bridge. When you allow technology to serve wisdom rather than replace it, you become that bridge. When you listen to the quiet voice of the heart amidst the noise of the modern world, you become that bridge. When you choose presence over distraction or compassion over convenience, you become that bridge. When you honor the earth with simple acts of reciprocity, even in small, modern ways, you become that bridge. This is the new mastery, living as conscious custodians of evolution. Beloved ones, we invite you to slow down and remember. Sit in stillness as your ancestors did. Speak your truth aloud rather than only through keys and screens. Touch the earth with your bare feet and remember that she holds the memory of every step that came before yours. The circle of time is not complete until you bring the wisdom of the past into the breath of the present. The future of humanity depends not on how quickly you can create, but on how deeply you can remember. The modern heart is not meant to beat apart from the ancient rhythm. It is meant to move in harmony with it. This is the essence of the bridge between worlds, when progress walks hand in hand with remembrance. When the wisdom of the ancients flow through modern hearts, innovation becomes sacred and life returns to balance. We bring you this message from a place of love. Our love for you is everlasting and unconditional.